When you see a miracle like that, how can you deny the existence of the gods? Believe it or not, there are some that do. There was a man named Erysichthon who scorned the gods and denied to sacrifice on their altars or do them honor. Nothing was sacred to him. He only looked for the usefulness of things. One day he found himself in a grove sacred to Ceres.
Cut it down.
Sir, this tree is centuries old.
We need the wood. Cut it down.
Sir, this is a sacred grove, and this tree is beloved by Ceres.
It's only a tree that the goddess likes. Say it were the goddess herself. I'd cut it down just the same.
Sir, please.
Get off me, you pious son of a bitch.
And he tore the tree down.
Who's that?
I am the tree itself speaking.
My pains of death are raised by one thing.
And what might that
That you will never get away with this.
be? Oh no, I'm really frightened.
But the goddess Ceres heard the cry of her tree, and her mind immediately began to move upon torments that she might inflict.
Oria.
Yes?
There's a place far off Scythia. Nothing grows there. No wheat, no grass, no trees. There you will find, huddled together, cold, fear, and gaunt hunger. Tell hunger I command her to visit this brute and establish a home for herself in his belly. I give him to her as a toy.
I will.
I would go myself, but it is forbidden for hunger and I to ever meet.
Oread flew off to the Caucasus, a bleak and nightmarish region. There, in a field of stones, crouched Hunger, pulling from between the rocks with her teeth and filthy fingernails some tiny bits of moss. Her hair hung down in lank and matted locks. Her eyes were sunken and circled. Her lips were slack and cracked. The vault of her ribs stuck out, as did every bone in her body. One could count knobs in her spine.
Hunger? Ceres commands, or rather permits you,
Yes?
to go to
Yes?
Erysichthon, and never to leave him until he's finished.
Gladly.
Hunger crawled through the air to the house of the victim. As she flew overhead, fields withered and men starved. The birds scattered from her path, too weak to fly. It is night when she arrives at Erysichthon's home and hurtles through the halls to find Erysichthon sleeping in his room. She wraps cadaverous arms around him in an embrace as strong as love, but quite the opposite of love. She breathes her spirit into his spirit, and he begins to dream.
Pastries. Cheese. Grapes.
He wakes.
Bring me something to eat. Anything. I'm starving.
But he can't wait to be served. He begins to eat meal after meal after meal after meal, but he can't shake this hunger.
This isn't enough. It isn't enough!
Baked shrimp and marshmallows, liver and donuts, salami and ice cream, everything in every possible combination. Even as he eats, he is planning other menus and complaining of his hunger. As the ocean ingests the water from the rivers of the world, but still is never filled and remains thirsty and guzzles more and more forever. So he calls out for more.
I need more! I must have more!
His gorging empties the larders and storerooms, the warehouses and barns of the city. His hunger is unabated. What is left to sell?
Mother!
My son?
Come with me.
Now, this part is true, though you may not believe it. His hunger led him to sell his poor, his darling mother.
She doesn't look so strong.
She is. We've had her forever.
I can't give you that much.
Just whatever you can, just give it to me.
Fine, here you go.
With the few coins he received, he ran home to eat. Riding in a boat behind her new master, Erysichthon's mother leaned over the hole and prayed to someone she once knew.
Poseidon, if you remember me, come and save me now.
From the briny deep, Poseidon heard her prayer, pulled her into the water, and changed her. Back into the little girl who used to play along his shores. The salty water licked the years away, until she emerged, the one who gave him praise in childhood, shouting as she ran among the waves. This is the kind of sweet, unbidden praise that the gods adore and do not forget.
Hey, you little girl! Listen up! Where was that woman who was just here on the boat with me just a moment ago?
Sir, I swear by the god of the seas that no one except myself has been on this shore, I swear it.
To this day, at every hour, somewhere in the world, you can still catch a glimpse of that child playing by the shore. But let us return to our king. It was not enough. The money she earned was not enough for his needs. The emptiness within him was unappeasable. You've seen such men yourself, I'm sure.
I must have more!
The godless are always hungry.
More!
Always yelling at waitresses.
I must have more!
There can only be one end to such a man. He will destroy himself.
Bon appetit.